Shalom, good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcast to you from Jerusalem, and in today's top stories. Jerusalem holds a security situation assessment with chief focus on threats emanating out of Iran as the Pentagon acknowledges Tehran's nuclear progress. Unidentified aircraft strike Iranian weapons shipments west of Syria's capital Damascus. Tens of thousands of Jewish worshippers flood Jerusalem's western wall of the Temple Mount for the annual priestly blessing. IDF, ISA, and Border Police Special Operations Forces conducted extensive counter-terror operations over the course of the past 48 hours throughout the West Bank districts of Judea and Samaria. During the course of the operational activity, the Israeli special operators, based on ISA intelligence directives, located and destroyed 5 weapons manufacturing sites in the village of Bitunia. Moreover, extensive weaponry was also located and confiscated, and a total of 12 suspected terror operatives were successfully apprehended. Separately, in Israel's south, despite extensive efforts to alleviate Hamas-instigated border violence via Egyptian mediation, Gazan operatives launched a number of incendiary balloons across the border, which reportedly resulted in a number of brush fires at the Be'eri forest. These malign activities, which coincided with violent riots along the Gaza-Israel security fence, took place despite a unilateral decision by Jerusalem's defense establishment to reopen the Erez crossing for Palestinian Gazans who seek to work in Israel.
الحمد لله رب العالمين يعني احنا توقعنا احنا بعد الاعياد لكن الحمد لله كويس اللي فتح المعبر اليوم لانه الوضع كان صعب كتير وبتعرف وضع غزة كيف انت.
والله شعوري الحمد لله 100% تمام مبسوط كتير انه المعبر فتح بدنا نروح نترزق يعني نشوف رزق طنياتنا لانه في الاسبوعين اللي قعدناها اتبهدلنا يعني.
Meanwhile, on Sunday, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu held a security situation assessment together with Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant and the heads of Jerusalem's defense establishment, including IDF, ISA, Mossad, and Israel's other security intelligence institutions. During the course of the high-level meeting, Israel's separate security challenges were discussed, with chief focus on the threat emanating from the Islamic Republic of Iran. It is important to note that the meeting followed a report that was published on Friday by the U.S. Department of Defense titled Strategy for Countering Weapons of Mass Destruction in 2023. The report highlights the Pentagon's presiding assessment that Iran is not pursuing a nuclear weapons program at this time, irrespective of the stage in which Tehran's nuclear program currently finds itself, as it is widely acknowledged to have reached enrichment levels far beyond civic application. Moreover, in contrast to the Pentagon's published assessment, its report does acknowledge that the Islamic Republic's nuclear program has progressed to the point in which it has the capacity to produce enough fissile material for a nuclear device in less than 2 weeks. Meanwhile, in Syria, unidentified aircraft reportedly launched a salvo of precision-guided munitions toward targets along the Syrian side of the country's border with Lebanon, west of the capital Damascus. According to the reports, which TV7 could not immediately corroborate, Syrian air defenses were activated in an apparent attempt to secure Iranians' weapons shipments that were said to be in transit. Nevertheless, the targets were reportedly struck, causing extensive damage. It is important to note that the Damascus regime stopped short from confirming the reports, while the IDF spokesperson's unit did not confirm or deny its alleged involvement in response to TV7's request for comment. It is further important to highlight that while the Ayatollah regime continues to export extensive quantities of weaponry throughout the Middle East and beyond, including, most notably, to Russia for the latter's prolonged invasion of Ukraine, Israel is stepping up its collaboration with European powers to prepare the continent against prospective threats from the East. Among others, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant concluded an official working visit to Berlin, where he took part in the official signing ceremony of Germany's Aero 3 procurement.
With two simple signatures today, we made history. This moment in history leans on the events of our past and dictates our shared future. The Aero 3 for Germany is the biggest agreement signed to date, and we are committed to a timely and effective delivery. This agreement is tangible evidence that Israel and Germany are true partners. Our countries have reached a level where we share intimate, sensitive intelligence, military knowledge, and capabilities. Since the establishment of our ties, Germany has contributed greatly to Israel's security. Today, we are proud to do the same for Germany, a strategic ally and European leader.
Jerusalem's top defense official went on to highlight the emerging global reality in which common threats are increasingly shared by Europe and the State of Israel.
Today, more than ever, we share common threats. The Iranian fingerprint is everywhere. From the 100,000 missiles provided by Iran to Hezbollah in Lebanon, to the weapon used for terror attacks against Israelis and the missile attacks on our Gulf neighbors. The Iranian UAVs used to kill innocent civilians around the world serves as a preview for what the world will see if the missile embargo will expire next week. Iran will have a free pass to spread advanced missiles around the world. And this is before we even touch on Iran's nuclear ambitions. In the face of Iranian aggression, we must prioritize security readiness and capabilities, as well as bold actions by the international community.
Defense Minister Gallant also emphasized that the deepening defense collaboration between Germany and Israel could be extended to additional countries throughout the European continent and beyond.
Today, the State of Israel is prepared to expand our defense and industrial cooperation with additional global partners.
Berlin's top defense official, for his part, highlighted Germany's extensive efforts to bolster the country's air defenses, highlighting the importance of the European Sky Shield initiative of 18 European nations, to include Finland, Estonia, Sweden, the United Kingdom, and the Kingdom of the Netherlands, among others.
Es ist ohne Übertreibung ein historischer Tag für unsere beiden Nationen. Wir sind uns einig, dass System Arrow wird deutsche Luftverteidigung zukunftsfähig aufstellen. Das ist eines der besten, wenn nicht das beste System. Und wir sind sehr froh, dass wir nach wirklich relativ kurzen Verhandlungen heute zu der Unterzeichnung der Absichtserklärungen kommen konnten. Natürlich brauchen wir schnell, das ist jedenfalls unsere Überzeugung, und der weitere 18 anderer europäischer Nationen, die sich inzwischen SI angeschlossen haben, dass wir keine Zeit haben, um eigene europäische Lösungen zu entwickeln, die Jahre brauchen, sondern dass wir jetzt den Schutz unseres Himmels brauchen in allen 3 Distanzen. Wir haben IST, wir haben Patriot und wir werden jetzt Arrow haben. Und damit sind alle 3 für uns relevanten Distanzen dann, wenn alles startbereit ist, abgesichert.
Following the festive signing ceremony at Germany's defense ministry, Jerusalem's top defense official visited the Platform 17 monument in Berlin to lay a wreath in memory of the victims of the Holocaust.
אני חותם היום יממה אחת מאוד מרגשת ומאוד חשובה כאן בגרמניה, בברלין. 80 שנה אחרי שהמקום הזה ברציף 17 בברלין נשלחו אל מותם 50,000 יהודים. אנחנו כאן בראש משלחת ישראלית של משרד הביטחון, של צה"ל, של התעשייה האווירית, חותמים עסקה בהיקף של $4 מיליארד על מנת להגן על גרמניה.
Turning to Jerusalem, where tens of thousands of Jewish worshippers flocked the western wall of Jerusalem's Temple Mount for the annual priestly blessing that is traditionally recited during the high holiday of Sukkot, Hebrew for the Feast of Tabernacles.
It's a beautiful time for all the Jews to try to come to the Kotel, to Israel, to Eretz Israel, to have a beautiful experience with their fellow Jews, and hopefully it's going to be an amazing experience today. It's already been an amazing experience here on Sukkot, and hopefully every year in Israel.
Thank you for watching TV7 Israel News. Separately, I would like to encourage you, pray for the peace of Jerusalem, the salvation of Israel, and for our persecuted brothers and sisters worldwide. I'm Jonathan Hessen, wishing you a Shavua Mevorach, Chag Sameach, and God willing, we'll see you again tomorrow at the same time.